When I was a kid, we lived next to a Latvian man. There was this rock that was right at the edge of his lawn, like right up against our sort of balance between the two driveways. It was a kid's dream, this rock. It was big enough that you could stretch your whole body out on it like a mermaid, or stand tall on it like a lion. And all of us neighborhood kids would use it as a home base for tag or meeting place or lay out snacks or Barbies in the sun. After stormy days, we jump off at a puddle so we get like a better splash. On hot days, they could find just a little bit of shade in the grass beside the basalt, or rest our naked bellies right against the cool underside. The problem with the rock, though, was that it belonged to Mr. Pavlova. This man took his rock ownership seriously. He took everything seriously about his yard, his property. His daughter and I used to get admonished every single time we touched the rock for having disobeyed and disappointed him. I mean, I just couldn't understand why a silly stone would cause such an uproar. I mean, this man was an adult, a dad. I mean, why did he care if we played on a rock or his grass or his deck or you know, blew dandelion seeds or made rings of garlic and let them strewn in the streets? You know, we were 6. My mom tried to explain. It mattered because it was his. When he had grown up, where he had grown up, he hadn't had those things. Grass and seeds and rocks. He lived in a block apartment with no land to call his own. So property lines became a matter of pride. I still didn't get it. Not until now. Now I stand outside my door and I yell at the neighbor girl to stay 6 feet back. I tell my son to stop at the trees along the edge that marks our yard. We wear gloves to get the mail. I see the eyes of all the people passing by on walks, assessing the lines of where each house ends. Like somehow the virus won't cross this invisible fence. I want my son to grow to love the world, to embrace the trees and the rocks and the sun. And that is all I can do. Not to bite my tongue as I watch him bend to pluck the wild violet from the yard and hold out a tender arm towards Callie, the girl next door, and turn back with smiling eyes just to show me what he's done.